And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Henry up the middle. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On third down, Watts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Ryan Succop on for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Watts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A first down carry for Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 2nd down. Watts. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Watts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
4th down. Watts, touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watts. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, Watts. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. Watts. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chig Okonkwo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Rodgers. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Sanchez. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Succo. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off play action. Watts steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Watts.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. They'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Henry.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Watts. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Sanchez.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 28. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either. Packers bring pressure, and they block it. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And we can start to see that developing from up here. He came off the punter's right side. He got in there quickly.
He did, and so the question's going to be, did you hang in there long enough on the edge to block? In college, what you try and do is shove him out of his path, and then you take off running downfield because you're allowed to. In the pros, you can't release in the interior until the ball's punted, so there's no reason not to stay in there and make sure you get a good block on him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now, they did get a little gain on this quarter, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Watts. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Watts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off play action. Watts. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigokoko with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Down to about the 22 here. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Watts. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. And the busy night for Henry continues. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Watts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On play action, now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In motion, the tight end. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burke. And it's a Titans touchdown from 8 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Looking to throw on second down. Watts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick-6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Green Bay, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they are bare.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And